So basically, taking care of ourselves, we also need to know or how to listen to that voice, how to choose from an intuitive way. Well, how do we do that? Because most people don't know.
Yeah, well, yes. The only way to take care of yourself is to listen to that voice.
Yeah.
Because that's the voice that comes from a connection with your part of the part of yourself that we call source.
Yeah.
How do we do that? We just take action. We just get started.
Mm-hmm.
In the doing, the how will reveal itself. Many of us, some of us, believe that before you do something, you need to know what you're doing. It might be true to a certain degree. However, I found that getting the energy going by taking action without the need to know everything before I do it, it creates a much more exciting experience because it allows the creativity to express itself fully. If I know what I'm doing all the time, there is no way that I can create something extraordinary, because it's in the unknown, the extraordinarity of life, not in the known. If you keep doing things in the known field, well, you are keeping recreating something that is already there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you step into the unknown, so you do things just because you feel them, you love them, but you really don't know exactly how. You don't know all the details. You just initiate the process with great joy and with a connection with stillness, with the now. Then you are trusting life within yourself, and then that part who knows it all will be able to co-create with you and create the most incredible and unexpected outcome. While if you close that window and you decide that you do only things that you know, then you become very predictable, and it can be effective for the survival. If you are in a survival mode, so if all you care is to survive, then maybe that's a good idea to just do what you know to do. But if you are not in the survival, but you are in the living mode, where you really want to live fully, then quite the opposite is probably going to be more relevant to you, much more interesting to you. And so you will be more gladly more embracing the I do it because it feels right, let's see where we are going with this, rather than I do it because I know I figured out the whole thing and now I'm going to do it. You know, there's a big difference between the two. The best probably is a combination where you figure out everything, but then you let go completely of what you have figured out, and you allow the mysteriousness of the process to take charge. it's difficult to do that because once your mind figure things out, it's difficult to let them go. But if you can master that, then it's fantastic. So I want to do something, I prepare myself as much as possible, and then with the moment I start to do something, I forget the whole thing, and I let the mystery of life to guide me, the female energy to guide me. So yes, I have some mind knowledge about what I'm supposed to do. But as I progress into the journey, I will choose if I want to pick from that knowledge, or if I just allow my intuition, my female energy, my heart to give me some new piece of information that I didn't know before, to experiment with and see what happened with that. If you are 100% completely open and self-loving, then you don't need, you have 100% trust into the creative process, so you don't need so much accumulation of data before you take action. You just trust, you just feel it, that that's something you need to do. You don't know why and how, you just trust that voice and you just jump in and start to dance. But very few people can do that because many people are concerned about the outcome, they are concerned about what other people might think about them. There are so many concerns, so they need to kind of fill up as much as possible the experience with knowledge. Knowledge is a beautiful thing. I think the best knowledge is the knowledge that you gain when as a product of your doing, more than what you heard. Because yes, somebody decided that music needs to be written in a certain specific way. It's a knowledge that now is a given. So if you're a musician, a professional musician, you need to know how to write music. So we are basically agreeing with the first person, because there was a time where music wasn't written. Music existed before written music existed. So at a certain point, somebody decided that we need to create symbols in order to communicate music. Before, that wasn't the case. But now this person decided, and everybody decided to agree with that. And now we are to a point where some people judge you if you don't know how to write music. You're not a musician. Well, there were musicians once upon a time that were doing music without knowing how to write music. Now, it's a beautiful thing to know how to write music. But it's not the only way to create music. It's just one of the many choices you have. Some people choose to fully embrace that. And there is a price to pay sometime. Because once I am really deeply into the know how to write music, now I'm stuck. It's difficult for me to step out from that fixated knowledge and be free to dance. I have to be really, really intelligent to be able to do that, because I have to be able to have the knowledge and then let it go. And that's, I suspect, what the greatest masters do. They have a lot of knowledge, but then they forget about it, and they just are able to navigate into the mystery of life. And then sometimes they use the knowledge, and then once they navigate in that way, the knowledge expands. It becomes more. It's not limited.